Our next honoree this evening, ladies and gentlemen, Don Katz, is the founder of Audible, the leading creator and provider of premium audio storytelling. He led the company from founding in 1995 until 2022. Today, Audible serves millions of listeners globally and offers nearly 900,000 Audible Originals, audiobooks, audio editions of periodicals, and other programs. Under Don's leadership, Audible commercialized the first portable digital audio player in 1997, 4 years before the introduction of the iPod. Don moved Audible's global headquarters from suburban New Jersey to downtown Newark, the largest city in the state, and has long been committed to the Brick City's comeback and focused on the programmatic solutions that address urban inequalities. He is the founder of the Newark Venture Partners, a social impact, early-stage investment fund, and ultra-bandwidth accelerator that seeks to connect Newark to the early-stage technology startup innovation economy. Don was previously a journalist and author for 20 years, writing 5 books and serving as contributing editor at numerous publications. Recognized as one of America's top 25 disruptive leaders by Living Cities for his work on behalf of urban transformation, Katz was named New Jersey's most influential tech leader by OINJ in 2021. He was the recipient of the Tribeca Disruptive Innovation Award in 2013 for his leadership and founding vision of Audible. He was honored by both PEN America and Gotham Film and Media Institute in 2022. Don graduated from New York University. He also holds an MSc Econ from London School of Economics and Political Science. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our next inductee, Donald Katz.
Thank you for the introduction. I appreciate it.
And I put your remarks in case they're the same. I put them there.
Okay, great. Well, thank you. And don't want to interrupt the dinner. Go ahead and eat. I'll speak. You can listen and chew. At this point in my life, noting that I am one of the OGs, along with Jerry, granted this wonderful honor, I often find myself talking about the way inspired teaching can define the course and character of a life. I got to have 2 careers, turning often unlikely ideas into realities. And whether it was writing books and articles people want to read, or starting a company from an idea few people believed in, the ability to synthesize cultural, social, psychological, and historical insights along with a level of relentlessness is key to making these ideas real. My experiences of New Trier stoked my fantasies of being a writer. At New Trier, I had 4 inspiring and intellectually challenging English teachers, Tommy Tucker, and 3 guys named Robert Boyle, Robert Pink, and Robert Wilson. Robert Wilson opened the year by announcing, "Ladies and gentlemen, I know you have all produced poetry and heartfelt stories that have been taped to your refrigerators since grade school. But for my money, only 2 of the many thousands of students who attended New Trier since founding were substantially creative beings. They are the poet Archibald MacLeish and the painter Ivan Albright. Therefore, I am going to teach you how to conduct primary and secondary research and write an essay." And so he did. For 20 years, I wrote long narrative nonfiction magazine articles and also long books drawing from years of research using the methodologies I learned here at New Trier High School. As for extracurricular activity, I'll never forget blocking 5 punts in one freshman football game. But just as indelibly, I remember Coach Fly, who I also had for driver's ed, extending his left foot from the passenger seat over on top of mine as I too timidly attempted to navigate my first experience of the on-ramp on Eden's Expressway. He pushed my foot down, pedaled to the proverbial metal, until I hit 65 miles an hour. One of the 2 students in the back seat was weeping loudly, while Mr. Fly yelled at me in the Deep South bark I knew well from the football field, "Katz, I told you to trumpet." But the extracurricular experiences that marked my becoming in high school occurred in the streets and clubs of Chicago. The events of 1968 through 1970 defined my experience of Chicago's central role in the counterculture, the glorious music, the civil rights movement, the anti-war movement, and those years which led to cultural, political, and moral awakening for me. I saw B.B. King and Buddy Guy and Paul Butterfield Blues Band often, along with groundbreaking shows by rock legends at the Kinetic Playground on North Clark Street whenever I could. I ditched class to attend marches downtown, and I attended events on the South Side that included Chicago Black Panther leaders, later murdered by the local authorities in December of my senior year. I participated in the New Trier Social Service tutoring program at the Mother Cabrini Green homes on the North Side. That experience of the dehumanizing warehousing of low-income people of color in public housing informed my lifelong study of urban inequality and my efforts to be part of Newark, New Jersey's comeback story, where Audible as a company works to give people a chance. I can only imagine what my New Trier grad parents, Sid Katz of the class of 1943 and Edie Altheimer of the class of 1947, would have thought of this moment. My father's version of diverting from high school to experience the realities of his life and times was to volunteer to fight in World War II, where he became a decorated war hero. I'm here tonight with 7 fellow New Trier grads from my era, including Jeff Taylor, who tutored me through junior algebra, which could have been fatal. 3 members of my childhood's second family, the Ringles, Paul, my closest friend since first grade, Mark and sister Susie, and 2 of my 3 New Trier grad sisters, Bobby Hinden and Marilyn Sawyer. Both of them have become what our Winnetka grandmother would have called pillars of their nearby communities. Congratulations to all my so impressive fellow inductees, and thank you to all involved in making this personal homecoming happen. Thanks.